Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my dear students. Welcome back to my class. Let's learn English with Ms Diana. Well, how are you feeling today? Hopefully that all of you are fine today. Well class, today we are going to learn about procedure. Class, have you ever taken photographs with your family like this? Or have you ever tried to make dalgona coffee like this? Whether taking photographs or making dalgona coffee, of course we need some steps to accomplish. That's what we call procedure. So, in this occasion, we are going to learn about procedure text. What is procedure text? Procedure text is a kind of text that shows a series of orders of making something, doing something, or getting somewhere. Procedure text is divided into two types, recipe and manual. First, recipe procedure text, for example, how to make toast salads. What is recipe procedure text? It is a list of ingredients and a set of instructions that tell you how to cook something. Now let's talk about the generic structure of the recipe procedure text. There are 3 points of the structure. The first is goal or aim. It contains the purpose of how to make something. The second is ingredients. It describes the elements we need to make something. The third is steps or method. It describes the sets of instructions. Now let's have a look at the structure in this example. Here you can see which is the goal, which part is the ingredients, and which part is the steps or method. The recipe procedure text has several language features. The first is using simple present tense. The second is using adverbial of sequences or temporal adjective. The third is using imperative sentences. And the fourth is using adverb of time. Now, let's have a look again at the text and analyze the language features in the text. The underlined words indicate simple present tense. Here, the underlined words indicate imperative or command. And the underlined words here are adverbial of sequences. Okay, let's summarize the purpose of recipe procedure text. First, it is used to describe how something is made in sequence step. Second, it provides a series of steps in sequence that explains the readers how to make something. And the third, the communicative purpose of the text is to tell the steps of making something. Now, let's continue with the second type of procedure text, that is manual procedure text. For example, 10 steps hand washing instruction. Now, let's come to the definition of manual procedure text. It is a book or pamphlet that contains explanation about how something should be done in sequence step. It's a little bit different from the recipe text. The structure of manual procedure text are: the first is goal or aim. It contains the purpose of doing or operating something. The second is materials. It describes the tool we need to do, make, or operating something. Third is instruction. Of course, it describes sets of instruction. Now, let's analyze the structure of the text. The upper part of the text is the goal or aim, and it's followed by material, and the last part of the text is the instructions. Class, do you know the language features of manual procedure text? Okay, the first is using simple present tense. The second is using adverbial sequence. The third is using imperative or command. Okay, students, now let's explore the language features of the text. Here, the underlined words indicate simple present tense. The underlined words here indicate command or imperative. And the underlined words here indicate adverbial of sequences. So, we can conclude that the purpose of manual procedure texts are: first, it is used to describe how something is done in sequence steps. Second, it provides a series of steps in sequence that explain the readers how to do something. And the third, the communicative purpose of the text is to tell the steps of making or doing something. Okay, dears, Alhamdulillah, we have finished discussing procedure text. Now, it's practice time. So, I have two kinds of text, and you have to answer some questions based on the text. Okay, here is the text and the question. Okay, students, that's all for today. Thank you for your attention and see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.